Oh, hello there. Um, Snap. Hold on, hold up, hold up. I haven't streamed in. I feel like I haven't streamed in like a month, and I was ill prepared for. I completely forgot. I forgot how this works.
It was a horrible car crash.
Okay, let's mute this. Let's go to YouTube Studio. Um, Look, ATFers. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna be on my A game right now for the after the factors type of commentary that you're used to, that you've known to come and to know, that you've come to that you've known to come and love, that you've come to know and love, and everything in between and all around and above and below. Hey, is this dude actually gonna fight with band-aids on his ear? How does that work? Um, this dude Jamal Emmers, he has like band-aid earrings. Let me see here. Is this gonna work or no? Is this gonna work? Let's see. Let's go like let's get fight companion. Let's see how this works. No, 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 no. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Are you serious? Is he joking? Is he being ironic? This dude makes Peyton Talbot look straight. Are you serious? I can't tell if he's joking or not. This fool's like gold dust. What the heck? Is he playing? I can't tell. These security guards are trying not to laugh. He was actually laughing. Um, all right. Man, all this stuff is annoying. I forgot about all this. Make sure I got everything I need to have right here. Jamal Hill. Oh no, it's Jamal Emmers. Jamal Emmers. Yeah, I apologize. I apologize. I'm sleep deprived. I woke up early. I was trying to be all productive, proactive, probiotic. I was trying to do everything like a pro this morning. And then I realized as I sit down a couple minutes ago before I click to go live, I didn't have any caffeine, didn't have any sugar today, and I'm about to embark on this adventure right now. So I'm not feeling the best right now, to be honest with you. Um, all right, I'll be better next time, ATFers. I apologize, and I appreciate you profusely. And I know that profusely typically has a negative connotation, but not today. Not today. Not today. I forgot how to. Here it is. Unlisted, public. There we go. There we go. There we go. There ain't no more playing around. There ain't no more playing around. We're live now. Just a few seconds ago, we were having some fun. Just a few seconds ago, we were taking it easy. Living life like a game, you know what I'm saying? And now, it just got real. There's no takesies, backsies. There's no takesies, backsies in the live video. There's no rewrites. There's no edits. There's no B-roll that you could put over the, groin shot. This fool just got serial gained. Hey, did you guys see this fool, Emil? Did you see his walkout? Are you guys actually watching the fights right now? Did you see the walkout of this Dominic Cruz looking? Did you see his walk? I couldn't tell if he was playing. I couldn't tell if he was doing what he was doing ironically. Dude was making Peyton Talbot look rough around the edges, if you know what I'm saying. It was very interesting. I thought he was being funny, but he didn't stop, and he seemed to be moving his body with conviction. He does kind of look like, I'm going to be honest with you. I know I'm not supposed to admit things like this sometimes. This dude is main eventing the prelims. So there's probably some Emil fans in here. Maybe some of you got some money on him. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea who Emil is. But he looks like an AI version of Dominic Cruz to me. He looked like what Dominic Cruz would look like if he grew up eating acai bowls and got some more sunlight. I want to thank everybody for being here. Come on. Punctuality is a virtue. Beautiful to see Camon here. Waffle Bot, what's up? First, we watching Virgil versus Lobin. Hey, you do what you gotta do, homie. You do what you gotta do, homie. I appreciate you. I thank you for being here. Yeah, we're not playing around anymore. It just got real. I've been living in the world of edits for the past couple weeks. I took a harder look into Tom Aspinall's eye than his doctor, to be honest with you. And we could both confirm that there is nothing wrong with his eye. Either one. Now, he may have had some emotional damage. Hypothetical damage to his third eye. Third eye blind. He's third eye blind. Hoser the guy. What's up, man? Hoser the crew. Thank you, Waffle Bot. I appreciate the tenacity. Adam just sent 20 Mexican martial arts memberships. 20 Mexican martial arts memberships. Hey, Jay Smith. Is Jay Smith here right now? Is Jay Smith in the building? Jay Smith. It's good to see. It's a beautiful thing to see. Jay Smith, Abraham Avina, Bill Cooper Hicks, Crispin, Weezard 57, Mendez, MMA Gayru, Nathan Davis, Oradis Exemplar, Job X, Slimp Rain, Smiling Tiger Martial Arts, Hensan, Kane Cash, Tim, Huge him and Phil, Hug him Phil, Hug it him and Phil, Kyle Taylor, Ewer, David Zimmerman, as tax. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have a hard time reading this. And 00 a fan, oof is fan 64. Congratulations, and welcome to the family, Adam. I appreciate it. I appreciate it tremendously. I felt a little. I got all my homies with me. I feel a little sluggish coming into the stream today. I was saying to the ATFers that I was trying to be proactive. I woke up early. I was trying to get some stuff done, and I did it on little sleep. I got up. I was trying to be a nice guy and do some stuff around and help other people get their day started. And I forgot because I immediately took off to a tournament and did some stuff this morning. And it was just boom, 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 boom. I haven't had any sugar. I haven't had any caffeine. And now it's hitting me. And I barely went live. So I feel like an idiot right now. And I was like, man, I don't even know if anybody's going to care anymore. I don't know if anyone's going to, like, maybe it's over, Maybe that little string that we went on, that little run that we had, maybe it's over, The glory days have come and gone. Maybe they don't want to kick it anymore. And then Adam sweeps in like this and then just drops 20 memberships like it's contagious. He's like, nah, I'm going to grow the family. It's like I just pulled up with the bus and I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to hope for good things. And then Adam rose up with 20 homies. I appreciate it. Thank you, Adam. Angel Padilla, loved your videos and location. I totally blanked on that. Let me do it right now because I tend to forget things. I also want to say, thank you to, I don't know if you're here right now, PDEC91, PDEC91 just became a member on Patreon earlier today. That's huge. Patreon is huge. Patreon is outside of YouTube. If YouTube ever shuts me down, they decide to part ways with me. They decide to put me in the friend zone. They decide to tell me that it's not me, it's them, or, whatever. I still got, other options. Anything external to YouTube is huge. So I appreciate it. There was also someone else that joined the Patreon named Nurmagomedov CV. Nurmagomedov V. I want to say thank you. Thank you very much. There were also people, Holzer the guy, Holzer the gal, just people that just constantly shooting money to the PayPal. I just want to say thank you very much. There's been people that have been supporting even while I've been offline. ARJR 721. It's just, I want to say thank you to all of you. I got to send Angel Padilla something right now. Okay, all right. Why do fools fall in love? So you're not cooking that chicken? ? Why do birds sing so gay? Have you ever heard that song? Why do birds sing so gay? I mean, I know they used to use the word differently back in the day. It's just funny. Hey, did you see this dude that came out, Emmers? He had like Band-Aid earrings on. Oh, he took them off. They fell off. One of them fell off. I didn't know you could fight with those. Probably not. I had to help Vivi. What the? This is ridiculous. I don't care, period. Why do birds sing so unscientifically? Those are the guy. Emotional damage. Emotional damage. Karma the Schemer. I miss you, bro. I miss you, bro. I miss you, bro. For real. For real. I'm not even lying to you. Not even lying to you. I miss seeing your name in here, bro. Serio. Emotional damage. What's up, Jessica Maldonado? Jessica Maldonado. What's up, David Flores? Hey, David, did you see you got a membership? Adam came through and smacked down 20 memberships and you got one, bro. Good to see you, man. Why are you always live streaming the UFC cards that no one cares about? I didn't even know there was a card on. Stupid, I named it the title. I don't know, bro. Why'd you click on it, bro? It seems like most of the pay-per-view ones that everybody cares about, I'm like at a sports tournament or something like that, and I'm not able to stream. So I just stream whenever I'm able. I'm looking forward to starting my new schedule and streaming on Monday, honestly. Today, it's kind of me resetting up. I had to break down some stuff in here the other day, and I'm getting all plugged back in and getting all set up. Me doing the stream right now was kind of me mentally getting back in the swing of it, so that Monday I have no excuses. Because, yeah, I don't even know. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that I care about this card. I'll call some of the stuff here and there, but I'm just trying to get right so we could hit the ground running on Monday. Lady Heroin, yeah, shout out to Big Adam. That was huge, man. Huge. Thank you, Karma the Schemer. Thank you. I don't know if you... no, I did. I don't know if you're talking about this as far as the set or like the other area or the whole thing. Like, I'm loving it, bro. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We're making big moves. We're going forward, you know. My broken heart has mended. Nah, I don't know. But we're in a different location now, and I'm making the best of it. All right, let me try to catch up. GM, real question. Is Patreon going to be better than the YouTube experience? So it's if you're talking about the YouTube, if you're talking about YouTube membership versus Patreon, I honestly think Patreon's going to be better moving forward. I'm just going to be very blunt with you. A lot of people that I watch and respect that are creators, I mean, I've kind of touched on this before, but when I see people that seem like they've got it made, you know, they got all the views you could ever want, all the subscribers you could ever want, looks like they're living the life, they're driving cars they want, blah, 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 blah. And I'm watching their channels and they're promoting their Patreons. And I'm like, why do these dudes even need a Patreon? But anyway, when I dig into it and I see just like even the people that are the best at what they do, I guess long story short, I'm learning that it is idiotic to think that if you want to do something like this full time, YouTube is sufficient. It's ignorant. And the people that I watch and respect and follow and try my best to, learn from here and there, they're not doing that. They're not just putting all their huevos in one pair of chonies, they're not just fully relying and putting all their faith in YouTube. They're using things like merch. They're using things like Patreon, and they're getting sponsors. YouTube just doesn't cut it. But as far as the YouTube membership versus Patreon is going to allow me to do things that YouTube membership doesn't, because YouTube membership is still in like the ecosystem of YouTube. Of course, it's the same platform. So if I upload certain things, it's going to flag it, it's going to copyright it, it's going to take it down, it's going to block it, it's going to make it difficult. Patreon, there's been a few different people that have brought up a few different times, hey, it'd be cool if we did something like watch movies, stream movies, put stuff on that YouTube would never let me do. They'll take it down with the quickness if you're streaming it. Patreon will allow us to do cool things. Like I don't want to say too much before I test it and know for sure, but Patreon will allow us to watch things in real time and have a cool, just chill out session, watch stuff, talk about it, crack jokes and whatever. Whereas if we tried to do that on YouTube, it would take us down. And I think it's just a real cool community kind of thing for us to be able to do, to hang out together in real time and watch certain kinds of things and just see how it goes. And if we like it, we could do it every once in a while. And there are Patreon has its own built-in streaming tool so that you could stream without needing anything like YouTube. And so here's the thing. And it does make me feel, here's the thing. There are some people on here that are a patron and they're a YouTube member. If you're a patron, you're going to see more stuff than the YouTube members. That's just how it is. And that's not my choosing. That's because YouTube will not allow certain things. So I know there are some people that are like, I can't, it's too much work going off the platform, too much leg work. I don't want to have to go clickety click and go to go to all these different places and do that. I get it. I don't want to have to put my card in, blah, blah. I get it. But if you're someone that's already on both, you're going to see that one's going to have more activity. If you're thinking about going to one or the other, that's probably the one to go to. But if you're just on the membership, it's not going to be like, I'm not going to be like trying to just flat out, I'm not trying to treat it differently and not put anything on there. It's just the nature of the platforms. Patreon will allow me to put more stuff that YouTube would start tripping about. Now, as far as if you're asking about YouTube in general, that's different because there's always the potential of new people to find you when you upload on YouTube. On Patreon, it's just like it's like a building with no windows and the doors are locked. You know what I'm saying? It's like those funky churches. Forgot what I was gonna say. Well, for example, I always feel like I'm losing my hope. And I always feel like I'm losing my hope in YouTube, and like I get frustrated with it, and like it's always like messing me up and not pushing me and stuff like that. And I got a decent amount of comments last night. I don't know if you don't know, I uploaded a video last night. And I was very proud of it. I worked on it for several days. There was a good amount of people that were saying that video will help them discover the channel. They never heard of me before and they like the channel, they're subscribing. I was like, hey, I thought it was over for me, and there's still new people finding the channel. Like, I feel like I haven't felt that, that sentiment of someone finding the channel for the first time and expressing excitement and being like, hey, I just found this channel. I feel like I haven't experienced that in like 6 years. So it's cool that that's still a possibility. So there's always that YouTube has. Why'd you stop doing breakdowns of fights and doing 10 things you missed about so-and-so card? I'm not trying to do funnies right now or be sarcastic or a smart aleck or anything like that. Doing videos like that, doing videos like that literally led me to lose my house. Like, boohoo, you know. There's many people in a worse situation than me, you know. But just so you know the facts, I lived in a pretty nice house. Once upon a time, I had a very respectable job that made very decent money, and I had a pretty nice house. And I was doing, when I was at that job that I was doing pretty well at, and I got the house, that's when I started doing this channel. That's when I started doing MMA. And then the company was bought out by like some gigantic out of the country, like it was like some global company, a huge tech company, bought it, renamed it, made the thing public, started laying off a ton of people in waves. So I had started this channel and I was doing that job and I was doing this channel. Then I get laid off. Then I keep doing this channel and I try to do a bunch of freelance work, a lot of stuff on the side to keep making money here and there. And for a little while, me and my lady had enough savings. We had enough savings that we were able to get away with me doing this and living off the savings and hoping. I was doing Bon Jovi, you know, not doing Bon Jovi, but I was like doing the Bon Jovi lifestyle. Oh, living on a prayer. Like that's how I was getting down, you know. I have a dream that one day I will have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And I will not have any disagreements with my lady about needing to grow up and editing videos till 4 a.m. that don't make any money. I felt like that was a mix between Martin Luther King Jr. and Mitch Hedberg. The cadence got a little funky toward the end. But anyway, I got laid off and I was doing subcontractor work, some side work, freelance work as I was doing this, living off of savings and a lot of credit cards. And hoping that this would turn into something because people like the videos. Like I never had people that were like, oh my gosh, this is the worst channel, you should quit, this is terrible. People always seem to like the videos. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not crazy. I think there's something here. So I kept making them and getting more and more subscribers, getting better at making videos that got a lot of views, started getting a bunch of sponsors. But still never making the kind of money that I had any kind of breathing room whatsoever. Just barely scraping by, trying to pay the mortgage and stuff like that. And then, you know, making my channel was never a channel that got like 100, 200, 300,000 views per video on every outing. I'd have 100,000 view video once every, I don't know, and it was always cool when I got it, but it was definitely not every upload. And in my experience, you need like 100. If you upload videos that don't get 100,000 plus views, you're not gonna make it. Because I saw what kind of money would come in when I would have had to have 100,000 plus view video like once or twice a week to be able to pay the bills. I mean, YouTube doesn't pay as much as people think it does. That's why your favorite creators that you think are rich are still promoting Patreons and selling merch and doing sponsorships. YouTube does not. make the money that you think it does. So I'm making this way too long. You said, why'd you stop doing the breakdowns of fights and doing 10 things you miss about so-and-so? Okay, the most brief way I could put it is when you saw me in that era where I was spitting them out about once a week, maybe once every week and a half or 2 weeks consistently for quite a while, that kind of lifestyle will destroy your marriage. It will destroy your home life. It'll make you be a terrible dad. You're not available. You're not available to help out with homework. You're not cleaning the house. You're not helping with dinner. You're not emotionally available. You're not at the dinner table. You're not having conversation. You're not hanging out in the backyard playing catch. You're not.
Thanks for the sub.
You're glued to your work. You're a psychopath. You're a workaholic. And the problem with my personality is I could literally sit in front of a computer all day, every day, unless somebody rips me apart from it, because I have the predisposition to be obsessive, to be an addict. And I feel, and I'm embarrassed to say it, I feel happiest when I'm working. When I walk away from the computer, I'm like, what do I do now? And I feel like I got to get back to work. So it was easy for me to get swallowed up in the work, and then everything around me suffered. My lady hated it, took its toll on my kids. And then we started living off of not only credit cards, but loans. Savings was gone. Then I had to go start selling cars. It's the easiest job in the world that anyone could get into without any kind of an education. Sold cars for a couple years, then went into solar. I didn't start this channel when I was 15 years old, you know? I started this channel when I was already married, already had kids, already had a mortgage, already had car payments, already had debt. It was the stupidest time. Like, it was the most irresponsible, ridiculous thing to do when I did it. And so it never made sense. I could never justify it, and it wreaked havoc on my personal life. So that's why. I know it's, and I'm not saying that you're saying this, JJ, but a lot of people, man, people are ruthless, man. People will just be like, what happened to you? And you're lazy and you should do, and it's like, bro, if only you could just see, like, It's a Wonderful Life, like, just see through the walls of my home and just see, like, how rough it could be. Trust me, I would love to release a video like the one I uploaded last night every day. I wish I could do one every day. Not every week, every day. I wish I could. But it just doesn't work like that. Karma the Schemer, thank you for dropping by. Go be a good dad. You a Mexican or a Mexican? Didn't you ask me this other day, or was that someone else? Is that just a thing? I said it depends on if I wake up depressed or not. Nigel Leota McDonald says best channel on YouTube, hands down. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm underground. I'm underground. Let's leave it at that. I'm not mainstream, you know. I'm never gonna be out there like Nick Cannon. But the few and the proud, they know what's up. I'd rather be a cult classic, you know. I don't want to be like the Avengers. I don't want to be like a Marvel movie. I'd rather be like the Toxic Avenger, you know? That makes me feel better. That's a consolation to me, actually. I just made myself feel better. I don't want to be the Avengers. I want to be the Toxic Avenger. I like that a lot. I got to do something with that. Turkey's Nest. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Angel Padilla, every time I hear that song, I think of Raw. Raw. What song? The only song I can remember is the one earlier when I was saying, why do birds sing so? I'm like, it's not funny if people don't know the song. I was gonna say, why do birds sing so homosexually? No, I haven't been able to buy any. I know Marloca bought some. Jane Caulfield has joined the chat. Jane Caulfield has joined the chat. Um, Making the best of a less than ideal situation is my specialty. Hey, that's a good specialty to have. On the plus side, the new dojo's giving classic MMA video vibes. Guard pull to the camera gave me crazy deja vu from. Hey, come on. I'm glad you said that, bro. Like, it's funny, you know how, like, and we've talked about this before, you know, and for some of you, I apologize because I'm about to depress you, and maybe you never thought of this before. You know how when you get like a pet and you're already thinking from day one about how it's gonna die, and how it's kind of depressing. And if you don't think that way, I envy you. But you know how a lot of us think that way. What was I saying? I'm kind of feeling that way about this place because I'm in a rental right now. So I started falling in love with this right here, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't know what we're gonna do after the year. I don't know if we're gonna be able to re-up or if we're going, but I'm already like, oh my gosh, like I've gotten so attached to it. Like, I've really like made it my own, you know, and I'm already like grieving. But yeah, I know come on, when I was so excited to show that other angle and like open up the world a little bit and show some dimension and stuff like that. And I felt the same way. So I'm glad to know that it played on the screen, you know. Just need a piano. The whole familia, Adam, serio. The Vatican's attacking Our Lady right now. What are you talking about? What did the Vatican do? What they do now? Let me see. The Vatican. Mary was not co-redeemer. Vatican says amid spread of cult of Madonna, Jesus, not the Virgin Mary, saved the world. The Vatican. I can't wait till I talk to Alejandro. Every time I talk to him about stuff, he's like, well, the Vatican said, and I'm like, bro. And I'm like, look at this, read that. And he's like, yeah, but the Vatican's, and I'm like, bro. And now I can say, well, actually, the Vatican says. Oh my gosh. Wow. Because it's finally some dude. Isn't the new Pope like some dude from Chicago? It's not, well, I'm not going to get into all that right now. If you want to talk, I'm not going to do this tonight. If you want to talk about theology and Mary and whatnot, you got to go to Mexican Martial Apologetics, my second channel. My first channel. This is my second channel. Mexican Martial Apologetics. The Vatican said. I can't wait. All right, let me see. Hey, JJ, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I feel like I found this channel for. Hey, come on, I appreciate. Hey, come on. Literally, when I was walking out here to stream, I was kind of singing under my breath. It feels like the first time. Like, that makes me feel good, bro. It feels like the very first. That's what's up, Jane. Hey, Urban Smoke says, just found you, man. You earned a subscriber. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I thought like that era of my life was over. I didn't think I was ever going to get subscribers again. I don't know. I know I've told you they didn't pay a lot, but I don't know if I ever told you how much they paid me. I want to make sure I'm being honest here and I'm not misremembering. I could say, right? If I remember 100% correctly, because I had two different, what do you call it? Two different terms. I had two different things I did with Ridge Wallet. They just seemed like they took forever. So I don't. How do you feel about this? You tell me. Every Ridge Wallet thing you ever heard me do, right? And you know how I did them. Any given Ridge Wallet one that you saw and whatever you thought of it, they paid me $100 per mention. $100. So you do with that what you will. I don't know if you think that's a lot or if you think that's a little, but that's what it was. So I got $100 per video. That's what that money was like. Now, when people like Bobby Lee talk about the Ridge Wallet, I feel like they pay them a little bit more. But, you know. But I was getting better views at the time. It's easy to look at me now and be like, whoa, who do you think you are? But I was getting better views at the time. Erica Melendez, GM, did you read my comments on your last upload regarding the hype function to boost your videos? I don't believe I did. I've heard people talk. Well, thank you for leaving a comment, Erica. I've heard people talking about the hype function. I actually have no idea how to use it myself. I've heard a lot of people talking about it, but like, let's say I'm on somebody's video. Like I just opened a video right now. I wouldn't even know how to hype it if I wanted to. I don't know what you got to click or where it's at. So hopefully other people do. But hey, if you know how to hype videos, anybody on here right now, I would appreciate it if you would hype the one that I uploaded last night. But I'll go check it out, Erica, because I think that could help out the channel a lot. Beto! Big Dumb Harry, MMA Guru's dad. Hey, bro, you were the inspiration for me starting my channel when you were on your hiatus. Bro, you filled the gap, bro. That's cool. That's actually pretty cool. When I was on my hiatus. Hey, I just subscribed to you. Hey, you made a video of Henry Cejudo talking about that fart box. I was surprised I did. That fool, I bet you he was begging and pleading and crying and squealing and groveling, bro, that his lady wouldn't leave him and do him like Ilia Tapoera's lady. He says, for those of you, I mean, you probably all know, right? Everybody in here listens to the same news, right? That Henry Cejudo was on Rampage's live stream and he was checking out some chick and he was telling Rampage in his ear, like AKA right on his microphone, hey, check out that gross fart box. Like look at the behind on her. And Rampage is like, bro, you're on live stream right now. And man, that dude had a deer in the headlights. Look, he almost got done like Ilya. I bet you he was begging his lady. No, I only sniffing your fart box. I was just trying to play. I just wanted the guys to think I was cool. I actually did know the stream was on. I was just trying to create I was trying to do like Raja. I thought I was in kayfabe. K-Fabe, babe. It was K-Babe. K-Fabe. Hey, do you watch Arrested Development? Babe. Babe. Oh my gosh. Um. Oh, Beto. Spencer, I was just playing Beto. I haven't made it yet, but I'm going to. I was just playing. Your last two edits feel nostalgic for real, for real. Hey, Mr. 2X MMA, two-time MMA. Thank you, bro. I've actually been trying to get back to that place. And I was feeling the same way. And a lot of the comments that I was getting were making me feel nostalgic. A lot of the kinds of comments I was getting made it feel like we were back in the old days again. But Jane, unfortunately, that's been that I've had a problem with that. Yeah. I'm reading them on YouTube right now. Oh snap. My phone is slow. What the heck? Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to read something right now, and I'm having a little bit of trouble. Let me get to the bottom of this. Hold on. Please talk amongst yourselves. Are you kidding me? Okay, I thought I was reading something incorrectly, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I was reading something incorrectly. I want to give a big, fat, oversized, obese, hefty, enlarged, overgrown, oversized, supersized, gigantic thank you to the Hoser family. Hoser, the guy, sent $125 to the PayPal yesterday. Yesterday, the 7th, right? Yesterday. Today, about 15 minutes ago, Hoser the guy sent $100, 100 big ones, to the PayPal. 125 yesterday, 100 today. $100 weenies. You got it for them Costco weenies. And about 5 minutes ago, he sent another $100 to the PayPal. $325 with $325 within 24 hours. Unbelievable. And he just says, hey, you know, it's cause you're funny, bro. He's just loving the. It's just about the laughs, you know, bringing the funnies, just trying to have a good time. He says for the family, it's because for being funny. That's it. He's basically saying, hey, just for being you, just do your thing, bro. Says love seeing you again from the upload yesterday. Bro, that's crazy, man. That's unprecedented. 325 big ones within 24 hours. And see, this gets me all, you see, this, it's, when I made that video yesterday, because somebody, there's been a couple different people in here saying like, I like the old feel, you know, doing the videos in this new dojo kind of feels like the old days. It feels like we're getting back into a rhythm. The videos seem like the old days. And when I uploaded the video yesterday and enough time went by, I felt a little down because I spent an unreasonable amount of time making that video. Marilena was so sick of me working on that video by the time I was done doing, like because again, it becomes obsessive and I get addicted to it, and I'm trying to make it as best as it could be, and I'm working on it nonstop. And she's like, when are you uploading that video? And I kind of rushed myself to upload it yesterday because too much time had already gone by. By the time I upload the video, Aspinall was already going to be in boxing, you know, fighting Jake Paul or something. So I was like, I got to upload this already. Anyway, when I uploaded it and enough time went by, I was kind of down because I could make a video where I just sit here and talk for a little bit and upload it, no edits, and it'll get about the same amount of views as that video that I worked hard on every day for like 2 weeks. And it seems idiotic when you look at it that way. Like I could either do all that work or not and get like the same amount of views. But when I upload a video like yesterday, like the one I uploaded yesterday, I'm truly proud of that video. When I do the other kinds, like I'm embarrassed for real. When I just sit there and talk and no edits and upload it, I'm ashamed. Like I could do better than that. When I upload a video like yesterday, I'm proud of it. And when somebody does stuff like this, like when Hoser comes through like this, it's like, because here's how I was feeling when I was making the video. I put so many songs in that video, and so there was at least a couple people that commented on the music in that video and the timing of the music. And if you pay attention, or hopefully even if you don't pay attention, because it should be something that feels organic, you don't even have to try to pay attention. I timed all the music, like you could tell the way it weaves from one track to the next. The tempo is the same, or the beats drop in the right places, or whatever it is. I meticulously edited that audio. And I put in a lot of things that I thought had a very good chance to get copyright claimed, even though I sped them up or changed the pitch. Because I've had things before they got claimed, even though I sped them up, slowed them down, changed the pitch. It happens a lot. But I was like, I have to do it because it makes the video better. I don't care. Even if I get copyright claimed and I don't make a penny from this from this video, I do not care. If I took this long on this video and worked this hard on it, I'm going to make it the best it can be. I'm not going to skimp on it in fear of getting copyright claimed. I'm going to do whatever I need to do to make it work. And I was like, I'm not going to have a fear of YouTube not paying me for it. So I just upload it and believe in the work. And then it doesn't get views like I'd like it to. And then somebody comes through like this and it's like, you see, I don't have to worry about YouTube paying me. I don't have to worry about being afraid of the algorithm or about the copyright claim system. I'm just going to put out what I'm proud of, what I think is good, what people will enjoy, what I think will stand the test of time, what I think is entertaining, what I think is funny. And if people love it and believe in it enough and they want it to keep going, everything will fall into place and happen the way it's supposed to. And then Hoser does that and I'm like, cool. On to the next one. It's like Hoser came and found me at Home Depot. And he's like, hey, bro, I need you to make this video for me. What's your day rate? And then it's like, boom, I got you. And it's like Hoser like came in and I just jumped on the back of that dude's truck. And then we just went and made a video real quick. Well, not like that. Like, don't. It's like a metaphor, you know, like when they go pick you up and they're like, hey, I need you to like re-roof my house. And it's like, all right. It's like that, you know, just a quick side quest. It just gives me the confidence to be able to sit there and make a video that takes that long and be like, I know it's going to be all right. Mr. Two-time MMA GM and chat. Let's go. Hosier the artist. Take me to church. Thank you, Hoser. Magaling. The decision to leave the strawweight for flyweight wasn't hard because my goal is clear. When I won my first championship, I told Dana I wanted to fight Valentina. He said the time wasn't right yet. That was 6 years ago. This fight with Valentina is written in the stars. It was meant to be. I like Weili Zhang a lot. I won my last fight with Tatiana, but she was incredibly tough because she was undefeated before fighting me. I feel moving from strawweight to flyweight is a way of pushing past my limits. So I had to win that fight. I think it's going to be an easy fight for Weili. I think it's an easy night for Weili. Cheeky Metro, you gonna stream for the Islam fight? Let's talk about it. Let's talk now. Let me see. Man, I apologize. I'm dragging today. When is that fight? Dang, that's on the 15th already? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I never know what I'm doing on a weekend until like the day before, and because Marilena reminds me, and then she tells me, I've been telling you all week. I've been telling you for the past month, as a matter of fact. She's a nerd, actually. She's a big old nerd. She literally made like a calendar, like if she's like my teacher or something like that, with like all the goings on, so I could always know what's going on at any given time within the month. And I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna read that. That's just so, like, I can't bring myself to do it. I just feel like my life is like work. Speaking of work, I found out that I got scoliosis. I got the self-inflicted scoliosis. Like, my back is like a train wreck. I finally had to go because I was in like crippling pain. I couldn't even put my chanclas on. And I told Marilena, hey, what if I just go on disability? I was kind of like, I was just saying that, I didn't really think that was going to happen. But I was like, hey, what if I just go on disability? And she's like, bro, you don't even got a job. But I honestly didn't even know. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't got a job. You have to have a job? She was like, yeah, what do you think? How does it work? And I said, well, I had a job for many years, and I paid into whatever, government, state, whatever, that you got to pay into to take out of that disability. What are you talking about? Where did all that money go? My money just disappears? And she basically said, yeah, that's how it works. I said, what do you mean that's how it works? So they could just steal my money? All the years that I've worked since I was like 16 years old, all the money that I accrued and all they took to put into things like disability, I could never get that if I'm not working. She's like, well, yeah, that's how it works. And I'm not sure if this is entirely true, but I said, well, that's a Ponzi scheme. I don't know if that's how it works, but that doesn't sound accurate. I paid a lot of money into that. I should be able to get hurt and get paid for it. So I got to go out and get a job. I got to go out and get a 9-to-5 just so I could have to not go to that job. I'm going to go get a job at Costco just so that I could take a note from my doctor and say, hey, I can't come to work. Apparently, I gave myself scoliosis. I definitely was not born with it. It was self-inflicted. My right shoulder, and I told the dude, I said, I've been seeing it for years and the mirror drives me crazy. They said my right shoulder was way too low. My hip was all chueco. I think the right side was high. So that's weird. My right shoulder's low, but my right hip is high. I lost my lumbar support in my back. I got a bunch. They said some of my discs were 50% compressed. 50%. And they're pushed so deep down into the bottom part of my spine. It was pushing so hard on the pelvic bone that it built up a bunch of calcium, and now like my pelvic bone is like growing more bone on it, and my spine bone is I could constantly feel it like grating, like rubbing on my pelvic bone. And they said, well, that's what that is. So now they're trying to stretch me out. Not like that. I feel like there's been a lot of not like that. That should be the name of my comedy special. Not like that. Not like that. Oh, thank you. Thank you for telling me, Camon. Camon always comes through and lets me know so I don't get copyright claim. That's why I got to stream on Patreon. Patreon don't care. But Chiqui Metro, I'm absolutely going to try. And if I'm out of the area, if I am, bro, the kids are so active, man. They're so active. Just constant sports, man. If I am not able to be here and stream in my dojo. For an event that big, I might try to just stream it like on my phone or something like that. We'll see. But honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't want to make a bad experience for you. I don't know if I want to be streaming for you like that when I'm like not even home and I'm doing it on my phone and give you like a cheapie. Like if you could watch another MMA, like I don't care. I'm not greedy. Somebody left me a comment earlier today. Obviously a Tomas Aspinall fan. And they were like, hey, this is why you don't get a bunch of views on your videos anymore. Because, how'd they say it? Because you got bad takes. First of all, if you watched my Tomas Aspinall video and you're still holding to like whatever, like, I don't even know what to do with you. Like I laid it out for you like Matlock, bro. I laid my case out like Matlock. If you don't see my side of the story after watching that comprehensive, like, I don't know what to do with you. But just because he was an Aspinall fan, automatically I'm a casual and it's a bad take because that's how it goes. So he says, that's why you don't get a lot of views because you got a bad take. And I was like, and that was after reading like dozens of comments of people agreeing with me. So it's like, okay, bro. But anyway, I told him, I'm not a panderer. And I quote, here's exactly what I commented. I said, I'm not a panderer. I've accepted my fate long ago. So that means I'm not one, like some of the YouTube channels have changed over the years. There were some people who were, man, they were like super against the grain and they've kind of morphed into pandering because they found who that crowd is and exactly what to say on every outing to not get people. Anyway, I'm not afraid to say what I want when I want because what I got 31 people watching. What's going to happen if I say something to make them mad? Now I got 24 people watching. I got nothing to lose, bro. I say it all the time. I got nothing to lose, and it feels amazing. I don't got any overhead. I don't got any kind of boss breathing down my neck. I have nothing to lose. And I'd rather have 34 people that are ride or die than 100,000 people that if I say one thing to make them mad, they're going to turn on me because people are fickle. That's why I'm able to put songs and music and stuff like that in the videos and not be too worried about it or say whatever I feel. And why did I even start talking about that? Oh, the reason I even brought this up is because like I've accepted my fate. I'm happy with what I've got. I'm happy with the little corner I got on here. And I was going to say, I don't want to make a bad stream for you and do it off my phone. Like I'd rather you just watch one of the other MMA channels. Have a good experience. Watch the full production. See what they're doing in studio. I don't gotta try to be stingy like that. You know, it does me no good. I appreciate that, Jane. It was a test, Jane. It was a test, and you passed. Thank you, Beto. It was a test. It was a test. So all of you are passing right now. Thank you, Jane. It was difficult for me. I kept thinking, I kept pausing. I'd be like, what would Jane say? What would Jane say? I felt bad. I didn't want to alienate you. We'll see in a little bit, Angel. Thank you, Hoser. Thank you. How dare you? How dare you, Luis? How dare you? Mr. Two-Time MMA GM deserves the love for the longevity to us OGs. Hey, I was feeling good about that yesterday, Mr. Two-Time. I was kind of basking in a little bit. Like after, I always say it, this is nothing new. When I finally do an upload from an edited video, it kind of feels like I had a baby, you know? And I was basking in it a little bit after. I always like to give myself a little bit of time to enjoy it. Because I work so crazy on a video, and then when it's finally done, I just want to... I remember yesterday when I uploaded it, I sat down. I just want to take a few minutes because I had to do a lot of housework. I had to do a lot of stuff around the house. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give myself a few minutes to enjoy this, recuperate, respond to as many comments as I can right now. I sat down and I cracked open a Dr. Pepper, And I was just sitting there, and I was like, I remember like, bro, I've been doing this for like super close to coming up on 10 years now. And it feels good because I'm not somebody that got a free ride, you know. I didn't link up with some famous super popular fighter and, you know, do a collab and get on the I've been trudging along by, you know, just scraping and clawing bit by bit. Like everything I've got, I've earned the hard way. Like there's been no handouts, no freebies, you know, and it feels good to like. There was a while when I had a pretty decent little upswing, and then it started getting complicated, and I wasn't able to keep up with the work, and it dwindled, and then I feel like I'm back on that upswing right now, and it's like, man, what a nice story. It could have easily been over forever, and I feel like it's going back in that direction. So it feels good. The longevity. If I'm able to bring it back to a decent place, it's like, man, that's a nice comeback story right there. Mar Loca just came and smacked down 5 memberships like it's nothing. 5 memberships like it's nothing. Sorry about that. What part of your back is broken? Spinal. Wait, what? Spinal. What part of your back is broken? Spinal. It's just the whole backle radius. Daniel Plunkett, Kurt Rhombus, Buckle Up, Teddy, Ernie, and Gabe owners. Congratulations. Thank you, Marloca. Thank you. Hey, I was nervous before we did this, and we're so easily getting back into the swing of things. It feels good. I feel like I'm home again. ARJR721 says, hold up. This says it all for him right here. It speaks for him right here. Unbelievable boy. ARJR721, unbelievable boy. What's up, Dojo? Pew, 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 pew. ARJR721 has welcomed Seth Aru, Ryan Doyle, Kristen, he's based. Phil MGM, Lil 8 Up, Creeping Death 183, Mr. Guajon. Aborzat, Harry Caldo, Caldao, Seth Theroux, Ryan Doyle, Kristen, he's based, Phil MGM, Lil 8 Up, Creeping Death 183, Mr. Gourjon, Ibarat, and Harry I thought I missed somebody. Unbelievable. Thank you, Marloca. Thank you, ARJR721. The giving, the generosity is contagious. It's contagious. Yeah, when I was, it's funny because, you know, that's been, you know, the thing for the longest on this channel, the Pepsi. You know, I love Pepsi, but man, I've been binging Dr. Pepper lately. And when I was real little, Dr. Pepper was my favorite soda. And then I became a trader and I started drinking Pepsi, but I love Dr. Pepper. Yeah, Jane, I was actually I was doing some of that building today, Jane, because it's been a work in progress, and there's still some areas that I'm not completely done with. And man, it was giving me some issues. It was not stacking easily. It's been a little bit frustrating, but you know what? Because I was doing some of it. It was this morning. I woke up. That was one of the things I did early this morning. And I was frustrated because I only had so much time to work on it this morning, and then I had to leave. And I ran out of time. And when I was about to walk out the door, I turned around and I looked at it, and I was like, you know what? It's okay. Everything that's worth it, everything worth having, you know, it takes some work. It takes some dedication. Nothing worth it. Nothing good comes easy. This is good for me. Because I'm gonna put this together, and I'm gonna be proud of it, and I'm gonna know I worked hard on it, and that's something to be proud of. And I was giving myself therapy. Mike Lang, I felt like I was like, is that from Spinal Tap or what? Like I was like blanky, like what? It seemed like it was from something, but I was like, I can't. I got nothing. That makes sense. So Mike Tyson's a funny dude. Jose the guy, thank you for saying that. I actually forgot the fights were on. Thank you for saying that. Every once in a while, someone actually gets frustrated with me about that. And that makes me feel better. Because I do feel bad. I feel like I'm slacking when I do that. Is that what it is? Dr. Pepper for the spice. Is that what it is? I never even realized pepper. Does it have pepper in it? Is there like a spice in it? Because maybe that's the little kick that I like. Because a lot of the other sodas, like, sometimes they're just too sweet. And I just want something with a little taste, you know? And I feel like maybe that's what Dr. Pepper's giving me now. I never put words to it like that. Jones would kill Aspinall if he quit first eye poke. Jones would kill Aspinall. He would quit first eye poke. Well, Aspinall seems to quit like first eye poke, like no matter who he's fighting. Just finished helping my sons move out. Oh snap! You made me cry, bro. Dang it. I'm calling Aspinall Tom F. Kennedy from now on. High-level conspiracy theory about him not wanting to... Yeah, I mean, it's complex, but it's also simple. Like, I saw that sentiment in the comments. Like, some people... Because I went as comprehensive as I possibly could. Like, again, like, if somebody watched that video and they're an Aspinall fan and they skip through it here and there and they're just like, nah... Because, you know... People tend to click on things that's going to confirm their bias. We all do it. I do it. Everybody, like, they already know where they stand on something. And then you watch something just enough to be like, okay, yeah, I do feel validated. They're confirming what I already thought. Okay, cool. Or you watch it to be like, oh yeah, I knew this guy was an idiot. This is stupid. Yeah, I don't believe what he says. And you get just enough to feel like you did your due diligence, you know? But I can't even imagine that somebody would watch that video from start to finish and still be like, nah, I don't get it. I don't agree. I don't even understand that. But some people were leaving comments like, yeah, it's super basic. Like I don't know, whatever. I don't want to beat a dead Aspinall career. You know, it's not what I'm here to do tonight, but it's like super comprehensive and conspiratorial and exhaustive, as well as at the same time super simple. Just depends on how you look at it. No pun intended. Thank you, El Tronado. Thank you. Buckle up, Teddy. Looking good in that green. Green looks good on you, buckle up, Teddy. Yeah, for real. Yes, but yeah, people get it twisted though. Like I've always been very outspoken about Gain being just and it's frustrating because I feel like I would like Gain because he just seems like a lovable, like he seems like a lovable, like kind of a dummy. He kind of seems like a little inhuman, doesn't he? He has a quality where he seems more beast than human, doesn't he? It's like it's something in his face. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be funny. There's a quality about him where you know how, like, okay, I know someone that has a what's it called? It's a dog that's like a wolf. What are they called? A husky. I know somebody that has a husky that is literally, and not like, oh yeah, well, all huskies are, no. I know someone that has a husky where the dad is literally a werewolf. Literally. Not just like, oh, well, yeah, they're all werewolves. No, actually a werewolf. And when you look at because I could tell the moment I saw this husky, this is not just like, I know I've seen huskies. This one's different. They're like, oh, his dad was a werewolf. And I'm like, cool. I knew something was up. That's the same way I feel when I look at Serial Gain. It looks like he was bred with like something. It kind of looks like maybe his dad was Buzz Lightyear. Like there's something about him that seems just a little extra human, you know? Anyway, there's something endearing about him. Like I would like to root for Gain. He just seems kind of affable and silly. And you know how people, when they seem a little bit dumb, they're kind of like likable. But he's just such a dirty, disgusting cheater. And it's so annoying. It's so over the top and so blatant that it's like, I can't rock with you, dude. Like I tried, bro, but you don't stop. But yeah, I did. People think when they hear me like talking about Aspinall that must mean that I'm a Gain fan. It's like, nah, bro. I'm just a truth teller. I'm saying that Aspinall didn't want to be there from the start. Didn't weigh in the way he should have. Wasn't in shape. Always talks about retiring. Doesn't even want to fight anymore. Says if his dad stops coaching, boom, he's done. No commitment to the game. Doesn't want to fight certain people. Doesn't want to fight Jones after Jones said he'll fight him because, nah, you said no last time, so I don't want to fight. What is this? Lunchtime as a high school? Like, what is this drama? You fight or you don't. You were telling him he doesn't want to fight, but now you don't want to fight just because he didn't want to fight. It's the same thing. You don't want to fight, you don't want to fight. Doesn't matter the circumstances. You can't do it like that, bro. Tom Aspinall could be that, and Serial Gain could also be a dirty, disgusting cheater. And then when I talk about either of them, oh, because you're a Jones fan? No. I'm a truth teller. You don't have to say something bad about one person just because maybe that means you like another person. You could just be talking about the truth all around, and they could all be a bunch of animals. ARJR721, officially an empty nester. I'm out of servants. Oh, bro. ARJR, but bro, I would be bawling right now, bro. I would be so sad. I'm not trying to make you sad, bro. I'm projecting. I mean, it's healthy. It's the way things go, you know. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe you handle things differently than I do. Maybe you're happy right now. Maybe you're proud and you're beaming and everything is all good. I don't want to project that negativity onto you, you know. I don't want to be, you know, just because I would be all, ooh. Have you seen there's something about Mary where he's walking away crying, ooh, after he's telling her like, just go be with him, like it's okay, and then he walks away all crying. What's his name? The main guy, I forgot his name. The dude from Dodgeball. It feels good when somebody else buys it for you, huh? Buckle up, Teddy. That way, if you like drop some food on it, you won't feel that bad. ARJR is just he's youthful, you know. He's youthful. He's got that youthful glow. Yeah, that's why I said earlier I've accepted Oh, dang. Sarukian and Hooker? Saturday, November 22nd. Dang. Dang. They did Sarukian dirty. Paddy Pimblett does not deserve the fight against Capoeira because Paddy Pimblett fights a bunch of cans and then he wins fights that he actually lost. That's why I said I've accepted my fate. I'm a truth teller. I'm not a panderer. I tell it like it is. That's my role here. I don't care. I'm cool with it. I'm not trying to get interviews with anybody. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about upsetting anybody. I don't got to toe the line. GM, what are your thoughts on Nina Drama? I really like her videos because she shows the other side of fighters, but she gets a lot of hate. What's the lore behind it? So with your last sentence there, I gotta preface this. I'm not gonna pretend to know a bunch of the lore behind it. I'm sure there are not only other Ubers, all the Ubers out there. I'm sure not only are there other YouTubers out there, but even just people in here watching right now. There's probably people that I got distracted with this guy asking for a $50,000 bonus because his mom lives in a trailer or something like that. That'd be nice if he gets it. What was I saying? There's probably people that know more about the lore than I do, but supposedly she was like she was like a social media influencer, and she was always trying to make funny videos. And then I'm paraphrasing, and because I did a little bit of research on her because I made a video about her. I don't think I ever released it, actually. It was a short, and I didn't even end up using a bunch of the information that I researched because it was a short and I didn't have room for it. But I wanted to know what I was talking about, so I did quite a bit of research. And that caused a little bit of issues with me and Marilena because, ironically, when I uttered the phrase for research purposes, she was somewhat familiar with the meme and you know how that goes. Didn't think that it was honest. From what I know, she once upon a time she was just trying to be a good old fashioned social media influencer, not even nothing to do with MMA. And then she linked up with this dude. They got together, and he's like, "Hey, you should get into modeling." And he was like a photographer or something like that. I think that's the dude she's with right now. I think she's been with them for like 10 plus years, and they're still not married. Everyone calls him her husband. They're always talking about her husband in the corner like P. Diddy. But I think, according to what I found, they are not married. So he convinced, imagine being with someone, imagine convincing your lady to get into modeling, to go do Playboy. So she was in Playboy. And then after that, she started getting into MMA content. She started like hitting up Dana White or whatever, being like, "Look, I'm funny. I could bring this and that," and started like hitting him up like crazy. And then finally someone responded. I don't know. So as far as the lore, that's all I know. And look, I know it's easy. I've done it myself. I still do it, and I'll continue to do it. Say stuff about Nina. But I can't hate on someone putting themselves out. At least as far as this part, I can't hate on someone putting themselves out there and being silly and having a good time and being an influencer and making yourself the butt of the joke and taking chances and making yourself look like an idiot, just for the sake of getting some laughs. That's what it's all about. Make yourself a clown, be the court jester. It's all about getting some laughs at the end of the day, making some people happy. I can't hate on that part because that's what I do. What a hypocrite I would be if I was like, "Oh, stupid, she's not even funny, she's cringe." I do the same stuff. So as far as What are your thoughts on her? I really like her because... So I'm going to be honest. When I first started seeing Nina, and I'm going to pretend like I've never read any comments. I'm going to pretend like I don't know what the general consensus is about her, what everyone says about her, what everyone thinks about her. But I'm just going to be honest. When I first saw her videos popping up, I was like, this girl is funny. Now, I can't pretend that I think that every single thing I've ever seen her do is funny. Not everything is a home run. Not everybody likes every single thing that I've ever done. But I would see her videos and I was like, it reminded me of that scene where Rob Lowe is in bed with his lady and they're clicking through channels and Wayne's World comes on. And it's like, what is this? And it was just so different and intriguing. And just, it was a whole different animal that it demands your attention. That's how I felt when I saw her videos. I'm going to be completely honest. I was like, nobody is doing this. This is crazy. This is good. This is funny. It's different. It's refreshing. And then a little bit after that, I started to get a little bit resentful. And I started to feel like she is like the male version of what I could do if I had the opportunity. And I started to feel a little, I guess you could say, resentful. Like, and of course, if you have an ambitious personality, you could be a social media influencer, you could be a fighter, you could be an actor, you could be whatever it is. You have to have that delusional mentality where I'm the best. You have to have that or you're done. So whether I'm right or wrong, I remember I would see her do those videos and I would think, not only do I feel like she's the female version of me, what I could be doing if I ever got anyone to respond to any of my emails or DMs, I would do it better. And again, take it or leave it. That's just the mentality you have to have. Maybe I'm delusional, but that's what I was thinking. And I would think, I'm funnier. Why does she get to be there? I'm funnier. I'm the one that made Dana White laugh his head off and sparked the whole MMA world on fire with Dana White privilege. And that was just a little tiny, itsy bitsy, tiny little pee-pee in the, like when you go to the urinal and you walk away back to your booth and there's a little trickle, a little trickle like that was a Dana White. I spoke too much. I shared too much. I feel like I went past the boundary there. But I feel like that was, because some people were like, oh, really, bro? The whole Dana White, that's your whole legacy? Dana White privilege? Exactly my point. That was a little, and it was, the dude did it by proxy. I wasn't even there. He used a little snippet. Like, imagine what the world would have, what the MMA world would have if they actually let me loose. If I actually could just do that and focus. If I was able to unleash and I had no, like if that was my job, and I didn't have to figure out how to balance this and actually be a mature, responsible adult and pay bills. If I could know that that was my 9 to 5 and I was getting paid to do that, and Matt, I wouldn't be just faking on a stupid canoe going like this either, like Nina. Like that makes me so mad. And again, I need to not compare my life to others or theirs to mine, because it will just tear you apart. When I look at Nina Drama doing what she does and knowing that she's getting paid to do that and what I would do with that opportunity if I had that, it makes me feel the same way as when I see other YouTubers when they just click record, upload, do no edits, and they live a lifestyle much different than mine. And I feel like an idiot for editing videos. And it's like, why am I so stupid? So there's some resentment there. And also it's like, I think, and this might be a ignorant statement to make. It might be naive. But I feel like as a fellow creator, I think it's cheap that she uses her sensuality, that she uses her physical features for views and or for her content in whatever capacity. I think it's lazy. I think it's uninspired. I think it's low-hanging fruit. I think it's just, it's not respectable. But I will tell you. Oh, and then what she does, it seems like, I mean, the way that she acts with certain male fighters, I mean, unless they're all just a whole atmosphere, just a whole ecosystem of a bunch of swingers and open relationships, she's got to be driving people's wives and girlfriends crazy. And if she's really with someone, it's like, have some respect for them. And I know we live in 2025 and you're supposed to let everything go. How dare you tell me to do with my body? You could have a husband in 2025 and be like, how dare you tell me what to do with my body? I was simply having intercourse with these two gentlemen. How dare you tell me what to do with my body? You should be happy for me right now. I'm expressing myself right now. I'm having consensual intercourse with these two gentlemen, and I'm having a good time, and you just come in here with all your attitude, acting like, it's the whole patriarchy, acting like you have some authority over. I know it's supposed to be like that these days, but I'm old-fashioned. I don't know what to tell you. I'm old school. And I think when you're with someone, or you're dealing with someone that's with someone, you got to act like Khabib. You got to show some respect. You got to know your boundaries. That's just how I get down. And that is another thing I just can't respect about that girl. It's too much. ARJR721, no crying here. I've put too much work into raising men. The wife, though, she's struggling. Trying to help her cope is the tough part. Yeah, that's tough, man. It was hard. It was hard for me. It was hard for me to move out, which I know is weird because like a lot of young people, they're like, I want to get the heck out of here, bro. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to stay up till 3 a.m. and eat chocolate chip cookies. I remember, and I'm not even afraid to say it, I remember the night I moved out from my parents' house. I was married, bro. I had already started my own family. I had a kid too. I moved out of my parents' house, and that night I remember I waited till Marilena fell asleep because I didn't want her to know. I didn't want her to feel bad. I didn't want to confuse her and be like, "What the heck? We're supposed to be happy." I waited till she fell asleep. I was like waiting for her, like, go to sleep already. I was waiting for her to go to sleep. And then I went into the kitchen and bawled like a baby. I loved my parents. I didn't want to go. I know I didn't have that typical, like, I hate you guys. I'm just trying to live my life. I didn't have that. I didn't want to leave. It's like I wanted to have my life with my wife and, embark on that. But I also didn't. I felt like I was abandoning my parents, And, I could tell my dad was like, he kept it together in front of me as far as I know, was like, this is what happens. This is life. This is cool. I'm happy for you. Let me know what you need. And kind of like, keeping it together. Wasn't, overjoyed, but wasn't, falling apart, at least in front of me. Just kind of like keeping composure, like, cool, let me know. We're here for you. I remember my mom, though, kind of didn't even, it wasn't like she wasn't talking to me, but I could tell she was kind of like avoiding me. And I could tell she was crying a lot. And I don't think she wanted me to see that she was crying. Oh, man. And that too made me feel like, does she feel like I'm like abandoning her? Like, that's not what I'm doing. Even though I'm doing that, that's not what I'm doing. Man. It's rough. I wish we were still like in like the old times, where like you get, and I mean, a lot of families still live like that today in different cultures. It's like you get married, you start your own family, but hey, like you can put your arm and here's your parents' house right here. Here's their tent.
They live in the next tent over, and it's like you just grow up in like a whole village together, and you don't move away, and you don't go away from each other. You just keep building on the family, and you're still all not in like an incestual type of way, but like you're all right here. Like you could be with your spouse right here, and then boom, your parents are right here. Like that would be cool, man. ARJR7. Oh, I just read that. Recon 4863 just sent a membership. I love the generosity, bro. Thank you. Thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you for helping us grow and multiply. I don't know if that was directed toward me, Hoser, but same to you as well. Thank you, bro. Chrissy J, congratulations. Don't forget to scope the membership tab, all the perks. Get into the Discord. Chrissy J in the new green jacket. Isn't that the color they give them in the, like the golfers or something? Are you worried someone might listen and record you? Yeah. That is really one of the things that I've been struggling with since I've been here. I am a very private and shy person, and I don't want to freak anybody out. I was actually thinking of going and having a conversation with my neighbor and be like, bro, look, you're going to hear some stuff. I was very recently watching the Ed Gein series on Netflix, and like as we were moving in, and I remember thinking, because I keep going in and out, I was going in and out of here like crazy, clearing it out, cleaning it, putting stuff together, building stuff, putting stuff up, and I don't really want to get into too many details about the layout right here, but it's a very visible trek every time I go in and out of here. And I remember thinking they're gonna think I'm doing something weird, because I would just be going in and out of here at some weird hours. And it's not like anyway, I was thinking about going and having a conversation with them in case I was raising any eyebrows and just be like, hey, look, this is what I do. You might hear me being silly or being loud or whatever. Here's what's going on. That way I could just feel comfortable and do whatever. And they won't be like, what the heck is going on over there? Thank you, ARJR. It's hard for me, Jay. I know I make comments like that, but it's hard for me to upload anything other than edited videos because I'm an artiste. I feel like I need to take pride in my work, or I won't be able to sleep. I'll be disgusted with myself. And when I upload a video like I did yesterday, even if it doesn't get 100,000 views, I know what kind of work I put into it, and I feel like it could speak for itself, algorithm aside. Like, I always have to be conscious of that. And conscientious, both of them. Because I see videos. Sometimes I'll come across like a underground, singer-songwriter, some kind of artist, or I'll see like some kind of commentary channel or whatever the case might be. And it'll be like super entertaining. The person's fantastic at what they do. And they won't have a lot of views. And I'm like, This is stupid, man. Like in any other, if I mean, in some other alternate situation where it was like a different platform that had a different type of whatever, yeah, and it was like a level playing field where everyone had the same opportunity for exposure or whatever, no matter what you did in the past or what you said or what kind of violations you had. If you could just have a clean slate, like on every outing, and but yeah, it's like I'd rather get less views and be proud about the video that I made than just put out garbage. You know, it's tough. Chillster Deluxe. What the heck? Is that a fencer blowing a fart? A lactose intolerant fencer? Yeah, it could be very tacky. She's the devil in disguise. Yeah, some of it's weird, bro. Some of it is weird. Bring back shame in 2026.
Thanks for the sub.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Hey, that's nice currency these days. I appreciate some new subscriptions. It makes YouTube look like I'm still alive. Thank you, Erica. Thank you. Did you see the first episodes of Pluribus? I've never even heard of that. Pluribus. Pluribus. Oh, she's the chick from Better Call Saul. I like her. I'm going to watch it just because I like the actress. I'm going to check it out. Thanks for letting me know about it. Cheeky Metro. We're going to figure it out, bro. We're going to figure it out. Buckle up, Teddy. You're legitimate. I don't know if I ever heard it put that way. I don't know if you don't know this. Buckle up, Teddy. Flaco in real life is actually my nephew in real life. But Primo had a better ring to it. But he's my nephew, like for reals, for reals. Hey, Joanna Jung J chick, she needs to get some hobbies, bro. She's like at why is she at these Apex events all the time? She needs to get some hobby. She needs to like start IRL streaming like Rampage or something. She needs to like get out and about. Joanna Young J chick. So where are we at right now? We got 2 fights left. We got Matt Schnell, Joseph Morales, Gabriel Bonfim, and Randy Brown. Hey, isn't that what they call Serial Gain? Bonfim? I never think I'm gonna be best in the world, but the people do. They always told. Man, Islam has the most serial killer voice ever, bro. He has the most serial killer voice ever. Like, he makes Jeffrey Dahmer sound like so articulate and like personable. Islam Makhachev makes Jeffrey Dahmer sound like Ted Bundy. Do you know what I'm saying by that? Am I expressing my feelings correctly? I feel like I may be misunderstood. No. Join the money that was spent. What does that mean? What's she doing with her money? Wait, who has the 9-yard stare? Yeah, I haven't talked to any of my cousins in like 15 years. I'm not a very social person. I talk to you guys more than I talk to anybody, serio. That's not even a joke. Last time Marilena told me, you talk to them more than you talk to me. I was like, bro, get on the chat then. Get on the stream. Subscribe. You got to play the game if you want to win some prizes. How do I fix this? I love you, man. I appreciate it that you're trying to be a part of the family, for real. Like, nobody has hit me up trying to be a part of the family. That's a first. But I don't got any prospects for you, bro. It's cause Jay, it's like it's not just the accent. It's the soft. It's like, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to find you. Oh, bro, you know what happened to me the other day? Love when you collaborate with Jesse. Oh, I think those days are over, bro. I think those days came and gone. No, I like Jesse though. I like Jesse. I just I think my you know how I kept saying I have nothing to lose earlier, and so I do what I want and I say what I want. I think that's why it makes it difficult for when I collab with people, because sometimes I say things and they're like, oh. I'll put it this way. The last time that me and Jesse did a collab together was when I held up my notepad that said "Free Raja." And we never did another one again. It's all good though. I get it. I'm too free. I'm a free spirit. I'm kind of like, I'm full of it though. I'm full of it, Kaimon, because I get mad. Like, I tell her, like, one time she hopped in the stream because she wanted to see because I told her that I would be right in, because we were supposed to take off, and then she's like, what the heck was this fool doing? And she one of my kids told me she got in the stream, she was watching you, and I got so mad, and then we didn't even go to Chuck E. Cheese because I was so mad. So yeah, I wouldn't want her in the dojo, to be honest. I'm just being full of it right now. I'm lying. I missed some super chats, so let me go back here. Melancholy Martial Arts, if you're reading this message, stay blessed. That's for everybody. That's for everybody right there. Everybody stay blessed. Be blessed. allow the blessing, and then stay blessed. Live as a person who's deserving of a blessing, by the way. And you know what? This is not the stream where I'm going to try to convince you to believe in God, to follow God, to serve God, to find out who God even means to you and what that entails. I'm not going to do that. Let's say you're an atheist, you know? You don't have to you don't have to tie the word blessing. I'm also trying to make sure that I don't say something that I don't want to say here. All that I'm saying is, no matter what your belief system is, or even if you don't have one, just live as a person who deserves to be blessed. Live as a person that it makes sense on paper that they should have good things, you know? Just be a good person. ARJR721, she was convinced that they'd be here till she died. It took me saying, what if we don't come home? What happens to them? They never thought about that. Thought through about that. They're only down the street. It's for their own good. Okay, they're down. ARJR, you know, it's starting to sound like you kicked them out. I could just see you like play in the middle and then talking to the wife and be like, you know, they gotta be their own man. You know, they're spreading their wings. They need their freedom. You know, they're doing their own thing. And then to be strong, they gotta go out. They gotta fly, babe. Okay, hold on. And then you go to them. You're like, get out of here. Hurry up, get your shoes, get out of my house. I already got plans. I'm making an office. I'm making a dojo in your rooms already. I already ordered some puzzle mats. And then you go back. They want to go. Like, they got plans. They already ordered some gaming lights for the room. They got an entertainment center. They're excited about growing up, doing their own thing. Hurry up and get out of here before she makes me change my mind. It's so fun. I love that it's just down the street. That makes me feel better. I'm too much of an empath. I was going to be up all night feeling sad for your wife, thinking about your kids and like how they moved out. Like, you could you have had a couple more years to get. But now it's like they're right there down the street. Everything is all good. You're probably going to hear them when they're bumping their music, when they're working out. That's beautiful. Hey, I love it. This match now is playing Danger. ARGR721 watching, alive, hanging in the dojo, gifting memberships, and super chatting. Everything is coming up. ARJR. What's the count, GM? Oh, I don't know if you want to do that. I don't know. Ooh, it's been a long time. I'll check it right now. I'll check it for you right now. It does feel good, ARGR. It feels... One of the amazing things, and I don't know why I allow myself to be away for so long. I don't know why I let it happen. Every time there's like that distance, I'm afraid, like, can I even go back? Like, is there a home for me to go back to? Have they changed the locks on me? And then I come back, it's like I never left. Cheeky Metro, time for another Jesse on Fire or another collab. You know what? There is a collab coming real soon, as long as they'll still have me. There's a podcast. There's a podcast that I was going back and forth with while I was in the process of moving, and it was very hectic. We are family. It's called Fighting for Your Life podcast. It was very hectic. And I felt terrible because I did not want them to think I was stalling and blowing it off. I 100% was not. But I'm gonna hit them back up and hopefully they're still down and me and them could do something together. Before he restarted his channel, did Jesse on Fire like stop doing his channel for a while? What happened? And is he not a flat earther? Dude's got to catch up. Who do you think is the most psychopathic in the UFC? Probably Strickland. She probably does, Righteous Ron. She probably does. She probably is. Hey, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if she was like, you know, if Marilena was like Turkey's Nest or like, you know, Lord Racer or something like that. I wouldn't even be surprised. I'd be like, bro, this whole time you did me like Fight Club. Hey, Macho Adventure's good, bro. That green looks good on you. I could see Chito being like a cartel killer for sure. For sure, bro. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese could go sideways real quick, bro. Real quick. You think people get road rage? People get road rage in that pizza line, you know? Come on, JOF, Jesse on Fire is the rightful heir to the Lollipop Guild. Oh, snap, bro. I love that movie. You knew that, right? Wizard of Oz is my favorite movie. Yeah, I was just having that conversation with someone earlier. Now I'm going on a tangent now. People always think I had one of the most awkward conversations ever with a lady that I used to work with at a car dealership because she sneezed within my radius. I feel like I've told you guys this before. She sneezed within my radius and I didn't say anything. And like 4 seconds went by and I was like, oh, dang it. And then I was like, by the way, and then I told her how I don't tell people bless you because I think it's a stupid superstition and it's ridiculous. And then I realized that it would have been much better for me to just not have said anything at all than to explain why I don't say bless you. And it got super weird. And I had that conversation again today with some people and I was letting them know it's ridiculous. That's why I don't say bless you. And that's why I don't reciprocate when you tell me bless you because I think it's stupid. Cody Chapman, thank you for being here, bro. Good to see you, Cody. Hey, we're still putting the dojo together brick by brick. Brick by brick. I got to go to Home Depot, pick up some more bricks, actually, this weekend. Going green, bro. It looks good. Javi with the self-inflicted membership. Thank you, bro. I don't know if you've already been there, but don't forget to scope out the membership perks tab. We're getting active. We're getting active starting Monday. Active. I was telling you all October, wait for November. And then a bunch of stuff happened on this property I'm renting. And, you know, we're at the mercy of the owners. And there was a bunch of fools coming in and out constantly and slowing me down and not letting me do what I needed to do. So now we're starting Monday. And I'm excited. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. Never forget, I put GM #1 MMA YouTuber tier list. Wait, you made a tier list, bro? You made a tier list? You didn't even tell me, bro. We are family. Let me check it out so I could feel better about myself. Mr. 2. We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. Wait, how? You know how to get me to watch these videos, bro. Cause I got all my homies with me. All you gotta do is put me at the top of a tier list, bro. Wait, when did you do that? How long ago was that? We are family. You got a lot of shorts here, bro. We are family. I can't tell by the thumbnail, but I'm gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to click through it later. I'll leave the tab open so I can find it. We are family, 'cause I got all my homies with me. He's too busy buying watches with all his YouTube money. Who's buying watches? Well, who wears watches in 2025, bro? You just go like this. Hey, what time is it? Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't like to have stuff like on me. That would bother me. Turkey's Nest. Chale got paid to tap against Silva. I wouldn't get some. Hey, look, I'm not there. I was kind of happy that the video took me as long as it did to edit, because there was a couple different things that came up because it took so long that allowed me to integrate into the video. And one of those things, look, I'm not starting any rumors. I'm not starting any, because I've been hearing that Jason Herzog is feeling litigious and he's coming after certain people. But I'm just saying, it's very, very interesting timing, the way that things went down in the Tomas Aspinall fight, and how it looks super suspicious, super weird, didn't make any sense, and Jason Herzog was in there. Now, when you watch the fight and you see how Aspinall conducted himself and how he said approximately 1,724 times, I can't see, I can't see, I can't see, I can't see, I'm blind, I can't see, I can't see, I can't see, I can't see. It's like, okay, bro. And Jason Herzog, come on. It's like something is weird right now. And then all this stuff comes out with the betting and setting up fights, and Herzog is doing sketchy stuff. And wait a minute, what about that time that Herzog woke up that Chinese girl that had actually passed out? He let her keep fighting. What about the time that he stopped the fight early with Derek Lewis? What about the time that he didn't stop the fight and he let them go to the corner, and that he stopped it when they were in the corner with that other Japanese fighter and the guy had the eyeball coming out of his head? What about the other time that he stopped the fight early when it was with who was that fighter? The dude that has the jewels, the crystals or something like that. Lots of funky stuff going on with Herzog. And then it was like, dang. And then there's all this with Tomas Aspinall. I was like, it's starting to make sense. But yeah, it's like somebody was saying in one of their podcasts talking about all this drama. Like, bro, you think that that's just not part of it? You don't think that's part of, the machine? You think there's not bets and funny things and backdoor agreements and gentlemen's agreements and handshakes behind closed doors? You don't think this stuff goes on all the time? Finally, when it becomes too obvious, that's when we find out about it. ARGR721, bro, get out of my head. That's how it went down. Their own good. Yeah, that's the ticket to climb back and beyond to 1,000. What's the count? All right, let me see. Look, let's not let this bring us down, okay? We could just take a nice stroll, a nice mellow, easy stroll back to 1,000. We don't have to stress. We don't have to sprint. We could just enjoy the ride. It's like that Miley Cyrus song, enjoy the ride. It's not about how fast we get there. It doesn't matter if the people quit. It doesn't matter if the cards expire. It doesn't matter. It's enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Bro, how do I even check this? It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm gonna be sad right now, bro. We had over, I don't even want to say it. I'm not gonna say it. Those of you here know, oh my gosh, is that accurate? Okay, we have 320. Okay, it's so much better than 0. It's so much better. And for those of you saying it's not, learn how to count. Learn how to count. Because counting is easy until they start adding letters and blending letters with the numbers. I never had any problems with numbers until they started adding letters and fractions.
Angel Padilla. Angel Padilla says, "It was me the whole time, Jesse." He said that he was Marilena. That's why everyone always thought Angel was a chick. Dang, Beth almost went Brown Ranger on Chuck E. Cheese. Dang. I never say God bless you after you sneeze. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. ARJR sent sent 10 memberships, bro. I was saying this dude was contagious. I thought it was like a thing that you can't catch something that you already had. But it seems that ARJR721 he's caught a case of his own generosity. Muhammad Non-Fitri. Most Davis Dave. Shaurel Carola. Brave 777. Hey C-Dub. D-Mac. Effed Up by Piplup. Aaron M.A. Angela Lewis. And My Leg. Beto says, I only say God bless you once. If you keep sneezing and I give you a dirty look, it's because you're just being greedy at that point. Oh, that's good. ARGR721, thank you. Thank you for blessing the community. Thank you for helping me to do what I do. It's generosity all around when you gift memberships, because it's basically a way of donating resources to the channel while also blessing somebody. It's insane. It's a double whammy. Thank you. Beto, I didn't say you were a loser. I don't know if I use the word loser. I don't know. I just don't like stuff. It's just me. It's a me problem. I don't like extra stuff on me like that. I don't want to wear a watch or bracelet or toe ring or anything like that, you know? Mr. Two-Time MMA, it's on an old channel. I'll make a new one. You got me? Nice, bro. Let me know. Let me know when you got it. Jesse on Fire got them Rolexes? Dang, bro. What's up, Zach the Tripper? They finally found you, fool? Yeah, Turkey's Nest. Like nothing can escape it, you know? Nothing under the sun can escape it. Things just get corrupted, bro. Bro, I finally got caught up, man. I finally got caught up. It might be a dumb reason, but Randy Brown was like one of the first, if not the first fighters to follow me. And I just always respected him for that. Like it made me automatically like that dude and root for him. He's main eventing right now. He's like one of the, he was definitely one of, if not the first fighters that I was like, oh snap, a UFC fighter's following me. And I always thought that was super cool. So I respect that a lot. Because I know it would be easy to just like scope out the content and never subscribe and never be seen following. But he did, and he would like stuff all the time. I was like, heck yeah. Is Beto Unk? Heck yeah, bro. But I love it. That's why he's got that wisdom. I appreciate that, Jane Caulfield. I appreciate the sacrifice. I think it's because there's only one fight left, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it nonetheless and nevertheless. I appreciate it. It's the best of both worlds because you could do it right after. See, you could do that right after, but if you did that, you couldn't do this right after. At least not actually live in real time, So I respect that. Logistically, it's a great decision. Oh yeah, heck yeah, Jay Smith. ARJR is the official recruiter of the Mexican martial arts. That's one of the things that I just definitely I'm not up to speed on. I'm not a fashionista by any means. I just like a cartoon character, just the same stuff all day, basic, plain, just like Mark Zuckerberg. Oh snap, Jane, that's special. That's special. I appreciate it. Dang it, that's cool. I'm gonna call this fight though, so you could watch the fights vivaciously through me right now. So anyway, I had a homosexual gentleman send me a text message the other day saying that he would pay me for my services. Is that too forward? Do you want to hear stuff like that or no? Should I just talk about MMA? There was a dude that I sold a car to when I worked at Mercedes. He was an older gentleman. He was probably in his 60s. And he got a little too comfortable. He got a little friendly. Sometimes he like, instead of shaking my hand, like, because I dealt with him a few times because he would come back for, for his mats, for some paperwork, for whatever. And the first couple times it was a handshake, and he always held on a little bit too long. And then he started giving me like the two-hand handshake, the handshake, and then you put like a warm hand on the other hand. And then it graduated to, I remember one time he hugged me, and I was like, okay, I don't like this, but he's like a 60-year-old dude, and he's like a hard 60, like older, kind of feeble and stuff like that. So not a threatening individual by any means, but it became a little bit too much. And then I didn't see him for a while, and then I saw him again, and then I think he felt like, oh, we haven't seen each other forever, like it was kind of like a reunion type of thing. So he went for the hug, and he held on too long. And he didn't hug me like two dudes hug. He hugged me like I just came back from war. Like I could feel his breath on my neck, kind of a hug. It was too much. And he when you're in car sales, like everyone in the world has your phone number. So he had access to my number. He would call and text me here and there, and I would try to be polite, and I would just respond, happy holidays, happy 4th of July, this and that. Hey, I hope you have a great weekend. And something I left out when I initially sold him the car, we had a fantastic conversation, by the way. He was respectful upon the first meeting or two. And he brought up, hey, but we should. You're a cool dude, and I'm looking into this and that, and I might get another with this and that down the road. Why don't? Because we were talking about food and stuff. Because man, you try to pass the time when you're waiting for them to go into finance. You talk about anything in the world that you could think of to pass the time, so it doesn't get awkward. And then that fool starts. I start talking about Chinese food, and he starts telling me, hey, we should go eat Chinese food sometime. And I'm like, I like Chinese food. And then, The dude tipped me $200. And then he starts telling me he's going to pay for the Chinese food. So I start telling Marilena later. She starts getting a little bit upset. And I was like, hey, bro, like, he said he's going to pay, though. And I was like, even if he does try something sideways, you know, like, I'm not going to, like, I'm cool. Like, I'll just give him some elbow sopa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not scared. And then I started ignoring him for a long time. After he gave me that super weird hug and started breathing on my neck, he gave me a super weird hug. And then he sent me a lot of messages back to back. Oh, let me read this to you. This was sent on March 24th. It was so nice to see you. Bro, should I read this to you? I'm going to read this to you. March 24th. It was so nice to see you. Your energy and that handsome smile of yours brighten my day. You are absolutely a gift. I didn't respond. Oh, he sent some other stuff. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Friday. Oh, let me read this one to you. This was after that hug. Good afternoon. Hope your Friday is going good. I want to apologize and say that I'm sorry for getting a little crazy when I left Mercedes the other day. I hope I didn't upset you. You did. And I acted, and I kind of didn't know. I kind of regretted it after the fact. Because in the moment, I didn't let him know that I was upset. I tried to play it off like he's an old dude. He doesn't know any better. Maybe I'm taking this the wrong way. Okay. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Okay. I'm just reaching out. How you been? Are you still with Mercedes? I'm trying to go by, take my car. Hope to see. Okay. Wednesday. This was 4 days ago. 4 days ago. And I quote, I'll buy your junk from you. Smiley face emoji with a tongue sticking out. $sign. Dollar face emoji with the green tongue sticking out. Now, let me do this. So I could show it to you without the risk of you seeing a phone number. I'll go like this. That's what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm dealing with. Now, my first thought was, how much is this dude willing to pay? And you know what? When I got that message, I remember I was grilling. I was literally flipping some meat. The irony. That's all this dude was trying to do. The irony. It's like something cosmic within the universe. The dude, it's like he felt the energy that I was over here flipping my meat, and he was over there trying to flip. Okay. I'm doing too much right now. But when I read that message, I'm going to be honest with you, I felt a little bit like this must be how chicks feel all the time. Like I felt a little bit violated. Like the fact that he even sent that to me, it made me feel dirty. It's like I didn't even do anything though. I didn't even act on it. I didn't do anything to bring that upon myself. It was like it was unprovoked, but I felt dirty. I was like Eddie Murphy. I just been violated. Oh, that's Chris Rock. I'm racist. but it felt dirty. And I kept thinking, how much would he pay me? And it was ironic because I had just watched that movie, Indecent Proposal. And I was like, this is a pretty indecent proposal. But how much would he pay me? And does it count if it's a dude? Is it cheating? If I asked Marilena, is it cheating if it's a dude? And you know what might have bothered me the most? When I showed it to Marilena, I thought she was going to be like, oh, heck no. And she was just like the most indifferent that you could be. And I was like, are you serious? I'm being propositioned over here. And you're not even, you're not going to give me nothing here? You're not upset. You're not going to be like, I'm going to find this dude. You're not taking off your proverbial earrings. Like, even if you were a person that wore earrings, like, you're not trying to. I was expecting something like, what? Who does he think he is? I'm going to text him back and I'll be like, no. And she's going to be like, hold me back. I thought she was going to get all like territorial and everything. And she was just like, okay, anyways, the food almost done. And I was like, what? And it bothered me. And I wondered in that moment more than ever, how much would he pay me? And she just wasn't getting it. And I had to like paint the picture. Like, I had to make it very obvious to her that I was upset. And I said, why don't you care? And she's like, are you playing with me? I'm supposed to be jealous. And then she flipped it on me, bro. She flipped it on me like I was flipping that meat. She was like, oh, is there something there? Do I have something to be worried about? Should I be jealous? And I was like, oh, bro. I tell her, you got like that perpetual spatula. Like, no matter what, you always know how to flip it on me, bro. You should have worked at Burger King, bro. You're the master flipper. Come straight out of SeaWorld with that flipper. Unbelievable, masterful how she flipped it on me, bro. Do I got something to be jealous about? Should I be jealous? Did you do something already? Are you running a tab with this dude? Bro, how did I get violated and then I'm getting yelled at? How does this happen? And I didn't even take the money. Bro. He didn't give me a time limit either. I feel like this dude knows my worth. Carlos says that dude offered Chinese, but he wanted Mexican. Oh, he bathed in oil from his client's cars. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's nasty. The DX, bro. Hey, Beto, you know what? One of the reasons that I was going to do it for real. I even told my Elena, I'm going to go eat Chinese with that dude. She's like, are you serious? I said, he's an old dude. At the time, it was like, because it's not, again, for anyone in the sales industry, you know it's not the craziest thing in the world for you to like meet with the client to have lunch or something. When you're in sales, oh my gosh, you're like the ultimate like schmoozer, you know? It's not strange to do that. So that's why I was like, bro, Chinese, dude's paying, older dude. We're talking about like music and stuff, the Beatles, like all the references are there. Like it's hard for me to relate with younger people sometimes. So initially we had a good, I think I let him on. But But I was like, yeah, I'll go get some Chinese. But I kept thinking, he's probably gonna try to spike my drink. If I go to the bathroom or something, he's gonna spike my drink. And I just started overthinking it, and I was like, nah, he's gonna pull something out on me. Not even like that, but like, I was like, I don't even want to have to get into that. I don't want to have to be on the defensive and thinking about that the whole time. Mr. Two-Time MMA GM, chat, cheers. Oh, geez, I'll pass. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a beautiful part of the community. Yeah, maybe he's the one that came back from the war. He hasn't been the same since Nam. I could have had a sugar daddy, bro. I could have been set for life, bro. Dang. Now you know how every pretty girl feels when they sit down at the computer and think about signing up for OnlyFans. Bro, for real, it's too easy, man. It's too easy. Like, when I got that message, like, for real, I was thinking about it. Like, it kind of made me feel dirty. It made me feel bad. I started thinking about girls for real. Like, this must be what it's like when you just go to, like, Save Mart. You're just trying to put some cheese in your basket. And then some dude's coming up down the aisle. He's trying to put some cheese in that basket. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to constantly be on your guard. I'm 6 minutes. I'm 6 minutes behind on stream because my Marilena wants to hear your story. Oh no! Are you talking about the one where I was violated? Hey, I'm still contemplating though. Because it's just like, it's a business decision, It's transactional. It's just setting up my future. Marilena better step her game up. That's what I'm saying, bro. Marilena said get to work. Dang. She's pimping you out. AMG is AMG. Don't fall into her trap. Oh no, Randy Brown got TKO'd. Oh no. Oh no, it was an early stoppage. He's like, heck no. I think the commentators are saying it was an early stoppage too. Oh, this dude just got Jason Herzogged. Oh no. No. Let's check this out. Wait, what happened? So he took a knee. Ooh. I'm not gonna say nothing. It sounds like you got an unlimited plan with that fool. Dang. Yeah, for real. Like, when I think back to that initial conversation, we were just sitting there in the lobby waiting for him to go to finance. Bro, we sat there for like an hour and a half talking, bro. And like in any other situation, that would have seemed totally inappropriate. But like, that's what you do when you're in sales, Dang it. I feel like the girl that wore like the tube top to the gym, and then she's mad that somebody was looking at her, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? ARJR721, that happened with the ex. She thought it was funny. I told her she should be mad that a dude is trying to beat her time. Beat her time in front of her? She would be cool if it was a woman doing it. Then she got heated after that. Wait. That happened with the ex. She thought it was funny. I told her she would be mad that I told her she should be mad that a dude is trying to time in front of her. She would be would she be cool if it was a woman doing it? See, that doesn't. What the heck, man? Like, why don't they care? Why are they so unfazed? Are they just like so? Like, I know what I got. Like a man can't provide what I got. Like they don't understand like the technology. You know, they don't understand the technology like that. That a man could bring a suitcase. A man could bring a suitcase. You know, and I know it's artificial and whatnot, but a man could bring a suitcase providing like what the woman's. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it. I don't condone it, but I'm just saying it's 2025. The dude just needs to bring some equipment with him to play the role of a woman, and it's a wrap, bro. Well, that's what I thought at first, Jane Caulfield, because on a couple of different times that he came back, because he needed whatever, so do some paperwork or whatever, he would talk with me for a little while, shake hands, and then give me like $100 tip at a time, and he kept giving me money, and I was like, man, this dude just wants somebody to hang out with, you know. And then I remember even thinking at the time, this could easily take a wrong turn. And you know, and he's trying to create a type of infrastructure here, you know, a pay-to-play type of situation, you know. And I kind of felt like I was willing to play until it took that turn, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Chilster, my condolences. Bro. What is happening? There's a lot of movement going on in my family right now, and I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Where are they? Oh, okay. I was very confused. Okay. Very confusing day. Very confusing day. Can you feel the love tonight? I'll give you $300. ARJR721 just sent 10 Mexican martial arts memberships. Congratulations. It's Silence, Terrorizer Jones, Gregorio Lopez, Daniel Calabrete, Peppers, George Gutierrez II, FanFan 3030, Art at MMA 420, Reef, Blower Gaming. It doesn't let me read the whole name. Dang it. Gaming C and Smoke from the Pit. Congratulations. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. Thank you, ARJR721. Unbelievable. Right at the end. 10 more for the road. 10 more for the road. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Marloca with 5 more. 4 more. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. Wyatt Hype, Lucio, D Nux, Alex Thomas, and Gizzy. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. Orale. FanFan 3030, that's what's up. FanFan 3030, please, while you have time, you should have that membership for a whole month. Scope out the membership perks tab so you can see all the freebies, all the behind the scenes stuff that the others, the general population do not have access to. Please don't forget to scope it out. Don't forget to scope it out. Take advantage of those goodies in there. The oldies but goodies. Lord Racer, I'm going to be honest with you. As soon as I end the stream, I'm about to embark on a 3-hour drive. A 3-hour drive. A 3-hour drive. I'm not looking forward to it. It was hard to even stay awake the last couple hours. But I will not be able to do it after dark stream today. I apologize. But there will be one in the near future because I have been missing them as well. But I'm glad that you even want one. We will be doing it. Lord Racer, we could do it. Take the time, do it right. We could do it, Lord Racer. But we can't do it tonight. Cause I got all my homies with me. Oh, I saw, I would be remiss if I didn't shout out, do you remember the dude? Does someone sound familiar to you? Someone that donated $325 within 24 hours that goes by the name Holzer the Guy. He just sent another $50 to the PayPal and said, again! Now, I'm not the most mathematically reclined person in the universe, but I believe that is 375 big ones. I want to say thank you very much, Holzer the Guy. I appreciate you. You are a man among men. Thank you very much. You are very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Lots of generosity from a lot of people in this stream tonight. A lot of people. And the PayPal, Super Chat, gifts, a lot of generosity. People coming through on Patreon. ARJR721 gifted. Hitting like is mandatory. Mr. and Mrs. Holzer. Holzer the Guy. Holzer the Gal. Holzer the Pals. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Donovan Patterson. I appreciate you, bro. Every penny goes to it's a penny per brick. Penny per brick. You ensure the longevity of this channel. You allow this. I think, am I the OG? I got to go back and look at the start dates of these. I think I'm the OG. I'm pretty sure I am. Now, again, that potentially makes me look bad because I should be more successful by now. But I'll take whatever, it's like at the end of the year, you get end of the year awards. And some people get great awards for accomplishing great things, for breaking certain records, certain milestones. And then you get the one that gets the award for perfect attendance or something like that. That's like me. I'll take the award for longevity. I'll take it all day. Some people call him the Santa Claus. Some people call him the Santa Claus of the Mexican martial arts community. ARJR721 has been gifting left and right tonight. And then he comes into the PayPal and slaps down 50 big ones. Just all around. What ARJR721 is a well-rounded giver. Did you have to read that book when you were in middle school called The Giver? It was about ARJR721. He says that he slapped down 50 big ones for some snacks for the road, which is very much appreciated because I'm going to buy some snacks. I'm definitely going to buy some snacks right now. I'm going to consume an unreasonable amount of sugar and caffeine right now. So thank you for that. Thank you very much. I want to leave you with one last story since we're on the homosexual topic. Do you guys remember a story that I told you about a dude that I had to sign papers with when we were selling our house. And I said that he looked exactly like the spitting image. He looked exactly like, I can't remember the dude's name. Who's the dude from The Matrix? Do you guys remember what I'm talking about? Ryan Lowe. Love you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. You're good for my dopamine right now, bro. Sometimes I get discouraged. Thank you, bro. If there's one person out there thinking like that, you make me feel better. Thank you, bro. What's that dude's name? Now, I know I have Google, but I'm just trying to make this interactive. Neo, the actor, bro. Okay, nobody's gonna help me out here. I am on top chat. I don't know why that happened. Maybe if I go to live chat. Righteous Ron, I feel like you guys are playing with me. If someone asks about the character if someone says, who's that one dude from The Matrix? You're really gonna ask me which character? The dude that everybody loves. And he kind of talks like a surfer. You guys know who I'm talking about. You guys are playing with me. Okay, I'm gonna go to Google. I tried. You're gonna make me use Google. Someone really said, thank you, Michael. I got 2 Neos. Keanu Reeves. Do you guys remember that I had to sign papers with a dude and I said he looked identical to Keanu Reeves? And the whole time I was fighting the urge to tell him that he looked like Keanu Reeves. And he was talking to me and my wife and explaining all the paperwork and how we had to sign here and initial there and what this meant and what we have to do next and this and that. And the whole time, all I was thinking was, where's my window so I could tell this dude that he looks like Keanu Reeves? Do you guys remember that story? John Wick. You guys are playing, man. Okay, so do you remember how I told you? Did I already tell you this story? Do you remember that I told you that I felt like I would regret that forever, and I felt like maybe I would have made his day, and maybe he was like a real insecure dude, and if he would have been like, if I would have told him, he would have been like, I knew I look like Keanu Reeves. My life is complete now. And I was like very upset about that. And I thought if I ever run into that dude again, I'm going to tell him that he looks like Keanu Reeves. I feel like I messed up. I should have told him. That might have made his day. It might have given him more confidence. Okay. A couple weeks later, I saw him again. At a Starbucks. Me and the homie Alejandro, which you guys know very well, the dude that is like the founder of the Voto Studios, me and him were sitting at a Starbucks working on some scripts. And I look over to my left and I see John Wick sitting at the table by the window. And I couldn't believe it. I'm going to show you the actual face that I made. I literally did that. I couldn't believe it. And I thought, this is my chance. God has provided me with another opportunity to tell this dude that he looks like Keanu Reeves. Now, if I would have told this dude that he looked like Keanu Reeves when I was sitting there with my wife signing papers to sell my house, he would have thought I was a weirdo. If I would have told him at Starbucks that he looked like John Wick, he would have thought that I wanted to date him. He would have thought that I was trying to pay him for his junk. Like, you know how the whole world is a cycle. You know, we cycle through these things. Happens to me, happens to him. I was sitting there and I was like, I have to tell him. I've been provided with another opportunity to let this dude know that he looks like John Wick. But if I come up to him and tell, hey, you remember me? Hey, remember me, bro? I was signing those papers with you. And the whole time we were sitting there, I was just looking at you and I was thinking, this dude looks like Keanu Reeves, bro. And I got to tell him, I got to wait for my moment. And I never told you. And I've been thinking about you ever since. And I was thinking if I ever run into you again, he would have called the cops, bro. He would have got a restraining order on me. I was so confident when I was telling you guys if I ever run into this dude again. And then when I ran into him, I was like, it don't feel right. It don't feel right. I can't do it. And he left while I was still there. I saw him get up, stack his papers, put them in his folder, go out to his car, and take off. And I just saw him drive away out of my life. And I was thinking, will I ever get another opportunity to let him know? And no matter, and the further down the road it goes from our original meeting, it's going to get worse. So I probably won't ever be able to tell him. But you see, here's the difference. Here's the difference between me and the dude that offered me Chinese when he actually wanted Mexican. It's that impulse control, you know? That dude didn't know how to control his impulses when he was telling me that he wanted to pay for my junk. But I controlled mine. I knew, just like Jason Herzog was saying about Tomas Aspinall, I knew that if I went down a certain path, it was going to lead us in a certain direction. And I said, chale. And that dude is still out roaming the streets right now, as we speak, wandering this earth, having no idea that he looks like Keanu Reeves. And I have to live with that. That's my cross to bear. If I would have found some jovial, some lighthearted moment in the initial meeting to bring it up, I could have planted that seed. I could have built that confidence. That dude would have lived the rest of his life feeling himself. But it took too long. I waited too long for the perfect moment, and it never happened. And when I got that second opportunity that I think was an opportunity, but was probably never really an opportunity at all, and would have been more like a restraining order, that's when I realized it was too late. And all I can do is hope that at some point in his life, someone lets him know that he looks like Keanu Reeves. And if I try to take things into my own hands and use what I have at my disposal, now I'm thinking, what if I get in touch with the dude that's trying to proposition me and I say, look, dude, I'm not interested. However, what if I pay you? I don't want you to pay me. What if I pay you? You go find this dude. You tell him that he looks like Keanu Reeves. Because you don't even mind if people get the wrong idea about you, because that's what you're all about, bro. You got no shame. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to... Oh, I almost said your name, bro. I want to say thank you to Chillster. Chillster Deluxe just slapped down 20 big ones for some more snackadoodles. Because you know what? If I got to drive 3 hours away, I got to drive 3 hours back. So thank you, Chillster Deluxe. Thank you, bro. It's going to make things a lot smoother for me. It's going to make it a lot more manageable. Thank you very much for supporting the hardball guy. You guys play with me, man. Wow. Thank you, Chillster Deluxe. Thank you, bro. ARJR721 GM, where's the hype button for videos? I have no idea. Someone was talking about the hype button earlier, and I told them I don't even know where to find it. And then when I was on the desktop, I was like, because I couldn't find it anywhere on the desktop, I was thinking it has to be a phone thing. Maybe it's only on the phones. So then, let me see. If I click on just a normal video that's not from my channel, see, I have no idea. I'm watching a video right now. I'm watching it right now, and I'm seeing thumbs up, remix, thanks, download. I don't see anything that says hype. So I don't understand it. I have no idea. So even when I'm talking with people who want to support the channel, I don't even know how to tell them to hype my videos. I have no idea. It's frustrating because apparently those hype things help a lot these days. So hopefully someone else knows. They appear after the fact. So so on a stream you'll never see the hype then until it's already uploaded. I'll do my best, Jane. I'll do my best. No promises. Yeah, Beto, that's the only thing I'm looking forward to. I'm going to find something good to listen to and just, that's going to make the time a lot more manageable. I'm going to have to dip now. I'm going to have to make sure I got everything I need. I am not looking forward to this, but I got to go and clean up a little. So let me do this if you would be so kind, if I may be so bold. If you haven't seen it already, it would mean a lot to me. It would mean a lot to me if you would watch this video that I just posted. That's the video that I uploaded yesterday. That's my brand new video. It's edited. Don't worry. It has all the bells and whistles, edit, sound effects, music, etc. So it would mean a lot to me if you would watch it start to finish. If you would hype it, like it, share it, comment, all that. And then YouTube will fall madly in love with me and we could keep having some fun on here, okay? As far as I'm confirmed, we are going full force starting on Monday, and we're going to be so active. We're going to be so active that your significant others are going to get jealous. And if you don't have a significant other, we're going to be so active that you're going to feel like you don't need one, okay? Thank you for being here. Thank you for making me feel welcome upon my return. I promise to have more energy on my next outing. I have a headache right now because I could feel a withdrawal from caffeine and sugar. And I'm going to go fix that right now. I'm going to make that right. Thank you for being here. Please scope out that video. And if I don't see you before then, I will see you on Monday. Thank you for all the support, for the donations, for the jokes, for the laughs. Stay safe out there. And I look forward to seeing you again in a couple days. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out.